develop, but
That's why a
nevertheless,
lot of people in Melee, like, for a lack of a better term, they're gamers. Like,
Yeah.
you see people who play Melee and they're really good at other games. Like Zuppy, amazing
oh
Guitar
my
Hero
god,
as an
Guitar
example.
Hero, dude, like,
Let's see if Legend can crank some 90s on Moky and get something started. But it's not looking like Moky's letting him even get the chance. I mean, already built 47%, 57, and
oh,
great
beautiful
SDI. That's the rectangle SDI to get out of there. But this is looking brutal right now, and a clean up smash on Moky's part will take the first stock. Moky's very good at this matchup. We've seen him dismantle Hungrybox in the past, and he's just a very fast technical player, and Puff does not like playing against fast technical Fox.
Yeah, absolutely. Just Puff, you have to be very, very deliberate, very slow. Try to make them kind of really work for the openings. And one of the ways you can do that is just by kind of zoning with back air. We saw it work there earlier against Moky, but there's kind of like, it's very, very much a matchup of like picking your spots. Like when Moky was in the corner earlier, we see Legend just dishing out a lot of back air, trying to really kind of leverage that positional advantage. But you can't kind of always do that. Fox is fast enough to kind of react to where you are, and of course, back air only covers behind you. So it's very, very like chess-like in that way, positional. Nice.
Absolutely. Legend on the board, but still down a clean full stock right now, and it's up to him to get a up throw rest started. There's some sort of back throw gimp, but Moky is just dishing out so much damage, just running over Legend, not letting him get anything, and a clean up throw upper is probably going to take that.
One of the things that I like about Moky's Fox whenever I watch him is Moky is of the mindset that Fox like destroys Puff. Like he thinks it's one of those matchups that's just kind of like silly, and you really see like kind of how one-sided it is. And regardless of whether he's correct or not, you can kind of see that in the way that he plays. Like he plays sort of fearlessly. He kind of pushes in. He makes opportunities. He's not kind of like say someone like Armada, like really, really hated Puff, and so I feel like almost gave Puff like a bit too much respect at times, played very, very slow, stuck to kind of a few limited options, and Moky really shows off the strengths of Fox, in my opinion, in a very different way.
He does not give Puff, I mean, he gives Puff respect where needed, like, you know, try not to get grabbed ever,
Absolutely.
but he gives Puff the minimum amount of respect possible. He knows that Puff is a worse character than Fox.
Yeah.
He will upper you at the percents needed. He will get these kills and get these games just like that.
Yeah, and that's not me saying that, say, like, Armada's approach was bad or anything like that, but I do think that, like, as we've seen Foxes continue to push that matchup, I think the leading player right now really would be Cody, IBW. You see that there are just certain situations that you can create that are so difficult for Puff to deal with, and even just right now, like Fox being at a low percent, she does not, that was crazy drill, not have a lot of ways to deal with it, and just like that, loses a stock.
It's like if you're able to outspeed the Puff, deal laser percent to force Puff to approach, or to suffocate Puff with just run up, grab, and run up throwing out aerials. Puff is a slow and very floaty character and can't really do very much about it if you don't give her the space to, you know, start spacing out backers.
Yeah, like it's like she's one of those characters where she has very clear
tech chases,
just crazy grabs. She has clear positions where she cannot do that much, and Moky's really, really good at putting her in those positions. So right now, she's got kind of a decent advantage. She's facing away. She can back air. She can zone him out. But if she starts to get kind of on the ground in those tech chase situations, all of a sudden she's trash. Like she can't really do that much. And Moky kind of knows when to abuse the situations where she's weak, but then also like build percent when she's not.
That was a wild bounce, by the way.
Wow.
You're correct about everything that you just said about in how Moky is approaching this matchup and in general how he's approaching this specific game. I do also want to talk about what Legend's been doing to adapt, because I started noticing this towards the end of that last stock. Legend is starting to attack and jump to the side platform and throw it an aerial, because he's seeing that Moky is very often going to side platform, either jumping to it or aerialing, so his head is at the side platform. And I think that if Legend continues doing this, he might be able to start, you know, bringing back some momentum into the set and taking some stuff. But it's going to be hard to do that if you're getting up tilted into up air and taking more percent like that. But he's there. He attacks the side platform again, and Moky is now ready for it. Is up smashing underneath the side platform and trying to get Puff to drift. Goes for the weirdest wall jump into up air, like in the Michael set at Big House that one time.
I really feel like Moky is one of those players that's like is Melee. You know, they say it all the time about Mango, but Moky just has like, sometimes it feels like he literally plugs in his brain into the port, you know? He doesn't even need a controller. He's just so expressive and creative. And it means that when you watch him, you just see something new every time. What a beautiful laser reset. Oh my gosh, and he's still going.
This is looking impossible, honestly.
beautiful
Oh,
CC
the
though.
side B goes for a read on the roll in with an up air and a rest, but doesn't get it. And it says it's going to be Moky with the up air to take that set 2-0 pretty convincingly.
Yeah, no kidding. And we saw even at the very end there, Moky went for a delayed up air to mix up Legend's timing. This is a big thing for a long time. When people were hitting the SCI every single time, people would say, okay, I guess they need to just get the second hit, you know, like we need to focus on making it not possible to SDI. But what we have found as the meta has developed is, yes, people do go for that, but more often than not, if they can mix up the timing of when the up air connects, then you just miss the SEI anyway. You kind of have to read when they're about to attack you. It's not reactable, and it's a great example of kind of like offensive counterplay to the defensive stuff we saw Hungrybox in particular really innovate.
Yeah. With some replays. Also, fun enough you bring up HBox. I'm looking at the left side because I can see the Ultimate commentators, and they are commentating an HBox and an Ultimate.
Really?
Yeah, just funny coincidence.
I was out to dinner with HBox yesterday. It was kind of a funny series of events. But yeah.
Just look at this beautiful grab, just catching Puff's drift and punishing perfectly. I don't think he missed an up throw upper once that set.
I don't think so either. And that's the thing is like he only got the SDI once. And it's because like so right there, both of those were pretty much immediate. But if we see the very final stock, which maybe we will, maybe we won't, you'll get an idea of that kind of delayed up air.
And also Moky's dash dance just so fast and precise and making it so he's making Puff want to shield because he's just so unsure of what to do. And every single time it's like instantly whenever Puff shields, Moky just goes in for the grab and gets the punish.
Yeah, here it is right here. Look, like, see how he kind of just waited? It's if you're not used to playing melee a lot, like it might seem like a small thing, but he kind of waited until he was almost on top of Puff, and then he does it. And it's just like, because up throw up air against Puff is such a small, fast motion, like a lot of people actually claw it, like they'll hold their stick to kind of just do it as quickly as possible.